Welcome to the podcast where you talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crap chute. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host, James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. A lot of things about this week, James.
Check your mailbox.
Turn on the news because the latest...
Doesn't matter what channel.
Doesn't matter what channel. The latest hip sensation just dropped, James. And you know what that was? Tron Ares, you're right. And the reason why Tron Ares is such a huge hit is because of none other than Michael Morbius himself, Jared Leto.
Yes. I've heard of this.
Michael S.J. Morbius himself, Jared Leto.
Michael Jackson, Jorbius.
Michael M.J. Morbius himself. Yeah, we watched that movie.
They call him the Jorpster.
It was a Disney movie. I totally forgot that Disney owns Tron. But this new Tron movie,
wait to see Jared Leto in the next Kingdom Hearts.
The choice to go for Jared Leto as I thought Jared Leto was going to be not as a main character as I thought he was in the movie.
I thought he was like one of the lead producers.
Well, I didn't know he was a lead producer. I didn't know anything about Tron Ares, James, until we watched it.
You just knew, yeah.
I knew that he was in the trailer, but other than that one trailer that we watched in the movie theater for Tron Ares, I didn't know anything else about it. So Jared Leto is the main guy, alongside like one female lead. Do you remember her name, James?
Representation.
Kim. You're right. It was Kim. Eve Kim. So Eve Kim.
What a name.
Now, JD, you're going to think I'm racist.
You're going to think I'm racist. I've decided to name this character Cho Chang.
I named this character Chang Chong.
Now, JD, my name is J.K. Rowling, and I have to name a black character, and I think we'll be calling them Kingsley Shacklebolt.
I have to name a black character, and I think he's going to be named, the nickname is going to be Nigerian Prince.
Now, JD, the Irish character I'm creating, they're going to be a bit of a pyromaniac, and no matter what they do magic-wise, they always make things blow up. And he's just a little shithead fucker, and I just think he's the worst thing ever. This isn't because I'm British and I hate the Irish or anything.
Yeah, so Tron Ares stars Jared Leto, and I think he's the best part of this movie. Everyone else kind of sucks. This is like...
I have the complete opposite reaction.
It was like slop. Honestly, the whole movie, a lot of the movie was slop, but it was like the soundtrack of the movie is like the best part of the movie.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I really liked the music in it. You know, it's like the deep synth electro music. It just gets you pumped up, dude. It gets you a little bit riled up, as they say. So
you know who did it?
No, I don't know who made the soundtrack.
So you know who did the last one though, right?
Daft Punk,
and because they broke up and weren't planning to get back together, they reached out to the band 9 Inch Nails to do this one.
I've never heard of them.
Well, get ready because you're about to. It's always.
Did they release bangers like? Actually, it's on the soundboard. Where is it? I have to pull up the whole soundboard.
Give him a second.
I don't know where the soundboard went. There you
go. That's 9 Inch Nails right there. That's 9 Inch Nails. 9
Inch Nails, they released a banger with the soundtrack. I thought it was pretty great. In fact, it was the best part of the movie.
This is another one of their soundtracks.
It was the best part of their movie, and it wasn't even close by how great it was compared to the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, it's like really in the first like 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, Eve Kim talks to her sidekick, Seth.
Say his name.
Breakfast burrito guy, Seth.
That's racist, JD. That's
they
crazy.
Literally have... You're going to think I'm racist, James. They have...
You're going to think I'm racist.
The
Mexican character's only character trait is
this Seth guy. He's Mexican burritos. And he loves breakfast burritos. And he goes up to Eve Kim and she's got this like projection on her computer screen, this graphic. And he goes, that's like a double helix. Spoilers, it is a double helix. And you know what the dialogue like line was? It was... That looks like a double helix. It is a double
It is a
helix.
double helix. I was talking
And
to
it,
people last night, and I was like, because some of my friends had seen this movie, and I was talking to
yeah.
them about it. I'm like, I hate how repetitive some dialogue felt. I hate how much they would show you something and then immediately tell it to you like you're an idiot. And they were like, well, maybe people don't know what a double helix is. And I'm like, but no, we do. Every
Well,
person in
no, you
America, I am
don't.
very sure, has seen what a DNA strand has looked like, from a book
But maybe
to a
they don't know it's called
cartoon
a double
to some.
helix.
You don't need to know it's called the double helix because the name doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. The imagery was the only thing we needed because that's the only thing that made sense for later on in the movie when he's talking to Flynn and him Flynn handing him the double helix.
That was
You just
Flynn?
need to see. Yeah.
That's like the whole. I love this movie because the start of every scene just like is immediately followed by like this is Dillinger core and this is the grid, but only the
Dude,
Dillinger grid.
I hated every time Ares would reinstate his entire fucking name and like name it's like me the joke I make about my car where I'm like, yeah, Honda CRV 2000 red.
Who are
Like I make
you?
that joke. I make that
I'm
joke every time I
Ares,
do it. And this
Master
movie did it
Control
unironically.
Ares from the Dillinger system.
Yeah. I'm Ares, Master Control from the Dillinger system. I'm Ares, Master Control from the Dillinger system. I'm Ares, Master Control from the Dillinger system. I know,
It's great. I
Ares.
love it.
You literally have the words
It's even
Dillinger
funnier the
system
fifth
printed
time
on
he
you.
says it.
Ares, I know your name's Ares because they just keep calling you Ares. You could just do that.
Yeah, and then
I already
when
know you're
Dillinger's
Master
mother walks
Control.
into the room and she goes, son, and then he goes, mother of
I
Dillinger?
so here's the thing. I completely missed what their relationship was to each other, and I kind of like sat there
Mother and
waiting.
son, James.
I
They literally
know,
do the same thing they do with Ares, and they repeat it every scene that she
I
shows up
know.
in.
But the first time she showed up, I was like, okay, who is she? I for some reason thought she was an older sister to him because I missed what the dialogue was telling us earlier, and in that opening crawl because we were making bits the whole time, I
Mhm.
missed them talking about the relationship between these two. So I'm like, man, she's really handsy for an older sister. She's doing a lot of like fixing this guy's clothing and being like calling him honey and stuff, and then
Why
she's
is
like,
she doing that? That's
son,
weird.
and I'm like, ah, okay,
Son.
parent
Oh.
daughter. I mean, parent son,
I mean, just goes to
mother
show,
son.
James is kind of a hag lover, you know? He sees a woman and clearly in her 60s and he goes, yeah, it's probably like an older sister to a dude who's like in his 20s.
He is Shady. That man is in his 40s.
Is Dillinger in the
Evan
shows?
Peters.
Dillinger in the
Evan
movie is supposed to be
Peters.
in his 40s.
I'm gonna look up Evan Peters' age.
Not Evan Peters, the character. They
Evan
clearly
Peters is
try to make him.
38.
They clearly try to make him a lot younger in the
No, they
movie.
do not.
Y-
They
They
do
do
not.
because he rocks that haircut and he's got a bunch of tattoos and he acts like
Did you
he
see what
acts
his
like
tattoos
all
were, by the way?
the what?
His tattoos are a circuit, like a circuitry.
Yeah, I did see that. Get it
They don't
because
list an
his
age for
tattoos of a
him.
circuitry is supposed to be a reference to the Tron movie, the original Tron movie, where their costumes just had circuitry imagery on them. You know?
Just drawn on the clothing.
Yeah, drawn onto those plain
It's not
white
even
suits.
embroidered. It's literally sharpied on before they filmed.
That's what it was referenced to. But Dillinger in the movie is supposed to be like this young man. Okay,
No, he's
young
38. He's 38.
this young man. What was it? CEO type dude, and and he makes Tron Ares. Sorry, just Ares.
That's my favorite thing. In all of the other Tron movies and like even the games, Tron has appeared in some way or form. Tron does not appear in this movie.
What is Tron? Isn't Tron just the game? Tron is the game,
No,
or
so Tron's not the game. The game has a different name. In our world, in real life, it is called Tron, the game. But in the
Mhm.
movie, it has a different name. Tron is very specifically one person. So in the original Tron movie, everybody has their own program and they all have their own names. Flynn's name was Clue, which ended up becoming the bad guy in the second movie because Clue betrayed him and everything. But Flynn made Clue. That was his AI.
Uh-huh.
One of the other guys in his group made an AI called Tron, and Tron just kind of became like the best protective program and whatnot. In the
Mm.
original movie, Dillinger's the villain throughout all the series, by the way. But
Mm.
Dillinger, he was his safety program was called Sark, which is what that guy in the costume is.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one that I showed you, the very dumb
The one
fucking
with the
samurai
helmet,
one. Yeah.
the big helmet. Yeah.
So that's him, by the way, at the end of the movie when he takes that identity disc, that's Sark's identity disc and
Right.
suit. So he's literally taking on his grandfather's
Yeah. So I
like
can't wait for
AI.
Tron Sark, which is the next movie after Tron Ares.
Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, no, Tron is just the name of an AI and has appeared in all the movies. Like in the last movie, that guy with the two discs in the all black and orange suit, his name
That's Tron.
Rensler. He's a reprogrammed Tron who regains his functionality and the fact that he's a good person by the end of the movie when he takes out Clue.
Oh.
Because when he
Oh,
falls
so
into the
Tron.
water,
Oh, so Tron doesn't. Yeah, Tron does not show up in Ares.
Tron does not even make a cameo. I want to check if the actor's dead because I think maybe that might be why.
Mm.
But like, it feels weird that he didn't.
Yeah, no. But so instead, we get Jared Leto as Ares, and so Dillinger creates Ares as
No,
like
he's
a
still alive.
as a
Why didn't
master
he
control.
cameo?
Master. They call him the master control because he's the
The
security
Master Control.
program in charge
Hmm.
of the Dillinger grid,
He's
and the
also a
grid is
hacker.
basically just like their network. I guess that's just a
Yep.
network personified. And Ares uh, becomes like sentient or something. He develops feelings,
Well,
and
see, Ares enters the end comp thing and watches Kim's fucking memories once, and he's like, maybe I want to rebel.
I think we do get a hint of it when he's in the start when he's like when he realizes that Dillinger doesn't like them or he just thinks that they're all disposable, which they are.
Yeah.
He just like kills them in quotations in the grid when they were like hacking into another grid.
Well, it was before because that's when he developed the whole the moment of wanting to rebel by staying in there, not pulling out sooner. But before that, it was when Dillinger makes the comment of like, if he goes down, we can just make a new one. Nothing to it, like just like kind of being like, yeah, they are just throwaway.
Right. Yeah, so then that's when he was like, that doesn't sit right with me, Jared Leto. So he becomes the good guy in the
Jared
movie.
Leto.
He starts as the bad guy, he becomes the good guy. And then yeah, that's basically the whole plot of Tron Ares is that Jared Leto becomes the good guy and Eve Kim finds this like code, Flynn's code, which makes it so that there's this thing where they can 3D print things from the grid into real life. Or I guess programs, any kind of program they make, they can 3D print it into real life, but it only lasts like 30 minutes. And so they're trying to find a way to make them last longer. And Flynn's got this code that Eve Kim discovers that can print things, I think forever. Like they just stay there forever.
Yeah, permanence.
Yeah, and they call it the permanence code. And what Eve Kim does is she prints out this orange tree, and and we had a funny joke in the movie. I think I remember it. They print out the orange tree, and then when they're on the plane flying back from Alaska to wherever their headquarters were, they were they mentioned that this code was like $6 million or something. They were like, yeah, 6 million to
No,
make
no, no.
3D
The
print.
laser. The laser is 6 million. The
Sorry,
laser
the
to
laser
print
to 3D
anything
print.
from nothing.
Yeah, the laser that 3D prints anything from nothing costs $6 million. And so I was like, that James was like taken aback. He was like, what? Why is it only $6 million? Doesn't sound like a lot. And I turned to him and I go, well, it's because it can only print orange trees. That's why it's 6 million. It's because the only thing it can print is orange trees.
And that really caught me off guard with how funny
But
it
it
was
makes
going to be.
sense though, right? If my line of thinking was how it actually was, they were like, yeah, it's permanence, but the only thing it can do is print orange trees.
Yeah, we've acquired the ability to print, anything permanently, but we realized it just prints orange trees.
It, we realize it doesn't print anything. It prints orange trees permanently.
We put in it for it to print a gun. It printed an orange tree.
and it printed an
The
orange
oranges
tree.
were just in the shape of guns. It's
The
like
tree
those
was in the shape
cubes.
of a gun, but the oranges were normal shaped.
Oh, right. It's like those people who grow stuff in like the glass molds. So like you
Yeah.
get like square watermelons and shit, but it's for a tree. It's
Yeah.
you grow it in the shape of a gun with the
Yeah.
fucking glass
So
mold.
Dillinger gets wind of this permanence code, and he's like, "Gotta kill her." So he kills. I don't know if they die from this, but they have this laser gun. Dillinger has this laser gun that zaps people into the grid, into the Dillinger grid.
Logistically, they have to die,
I mean,
right? There's no
yeah, I mean,
way if
in
you're
my mind, it's like they die.
it,
They get
it's
vaporized, turned into code, so they die, and then they get put into the grid as like a program. So they get
it's like the
rebuilt as a program.
it's like the Star Trek explanation for the teleporters is that you die every time you're teleported. Like you die and just a
They
copy
never
of
even
you.
touch it. Is that from a previous Tron movie that they could just zap someone into the grid with it? Like,
In every Tron movie, that's how it works. That's how Jeff
yeah.
Bridges, when he's working on like he's trying to break into NCOM code to get back at Dillinger after he was fired, and then he unintentionally zaps himself in, and that the
Hmm.
whole thing is that it goes bit by bit, and then in Tron Legacy, Sam gets tricked into getting zapped in by just turning the computer back on.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
it's a thing, but they've never addressed if it's death and you're
yeah,
just being
because it seems like she
reconstituted.
just dies. Anyway, she gets zapped into the grid and it's like rebuilt as a program in the grid. And then from the grid, you can get re-zapped back into reality through the 3D printing lasers. And that's from
You
the
know,
previous Tron
through
movies too.
the god laser at the end of the world.
Is that how people got out of the grid from the previous Tron movies? They get zapped
Yeah,
back into
but
existence with the
like
3D
it's
printer.
like a technical thing because in Tron Legacy with Flynn's grid, you needed Flynn's disc to get out.
Mm.
But in this one, you can just walk up to the beam and it sends you out. So I do
Yeah,
wonder
in this one
if it's
they have a like a transfer beam in the middle of the grid, and if you walk into it, you'll just get auto transferred into their 3D printer laser. So yeah, Eve gets zapped into the grid. Ares betrays Dillinger because Dillinger's like, yeah, just kill her and get the code. She has the code inside of her, so I guess the whole like chase sequence where she's trying to keep the code away from them because the code was like a physical thing. It was like in a thumb drive, and at the end of the chase sequence, she like snaps it in half and throws it into the ocean. But I guess it doesn't
the
matter because
dumbest
she
thing.
is the code, James.
It's just also she could have she didn't have to snap it, by the way. That's the thing that I
There's
think is the
also
funniest part.
many times there are like a couple times during the chase where she like unzips her jacket just to take out the
Oh
code
my god.
thumb
And
drive
show us that she
and
has
to
it
show us that
still.
she had it and then put it back in and then zip back up. And it I know it bothered James like horrendously every time she did that. She did it like twice maybe during the chase. And each time
It,
it was hilarious because she took forever to take it out.
it just she stops, stands there,
Yeah,
and is
she's
like it's right after she hits somebody, which by the way, she doesn't know this is a program chasing her. She
yeah.
thinks this is just a normal person. And
No,
she
no,
went to
she
go
knows it's
kill the
Dillinger, and I'm
No, she
assuming that in
doesn't.
this universe, people know that Dillinger could zap
No.
things.
No, this was a thing they were just creating and they were trying to like race. But even then, even if, though they are trying to like race against the clock to like see who can acquire it first,
Yeah.
how would she know this is Dillinger?
Well, it's because it's Dillinger's colors. You know, the black and red, and plus the
You're
laser beams coming from the bikes. Like, come on, laser trails coming from
it's
the bikes. It's
just
Dillinger.
so it's just so funny. She fucking launches a motorcycle at this person,
Yeah,
knocks them
she
off,
straight up kills
sends
someone.
7 floors down.
Would have killed someone if it wasn't Athena from the Dillinger grid, which was the second in command. I don't know what her title was. It's not Master Control. It's like Security Chief or
The
something.
second in Control Master.
The second Master Control.
It's just so funny the way that like it happens, but then like again it's she does that and then she stands there, looks at Athena's body, goes ah, unzips,
Unzips.
rustles around, pulls
Zoop.
out tag,
Yeah.
shows it off, makes sure she sticks it in
Dramatic zoom
camera,
in on the
show
thumbnail on thumb drive, zoom back
the
out, put back in shirt,
shows
zip back
sh-
up.
shows that it has the NCOM logo on the thumb drive in a shiny glossy silver, puts it back in jacket, zips up, sees person's gone, stands there looking around frantically. And then
I
we
love
cut
it,
to
dude.
Athena going,
It is I think I don't think they meant to make it funny, but it was a funny scene. Like it was hilarious.
oh, it was
The way it
so
was
fucking
shot,
funny.
the things that the characters do is it was hilarious.
Athena running up the fucking parking
Dude,
garage.
she is like what was the name? Officer Flint like sprinting up the garage floors trying to get back up to her. And it was
It's it's so funny because you can tell how limiting her costume was to
yeah.
wear. You can immediately tell by how restricted she is in her
It's
movements when
funny
trying to run
because
up.
they try to run like they're going really fast, but they're not really going that fast. And it's true because at the end of the chase sequence, when Jared Leto is chasing Eve Kim on foot, like Jared Leto, it has a shot of Jared Leto running, and he's like doing like the really fast like sprinting thing. But when we see Eve Kim, like and Jared Leto's chasing her, he's like way far back, like so far back you could barely even see him in the shot. So they're like really slow actually. So it's just funny that they run like they're going really fast, but they're not very fast.
It's
So
just so
anyway,
funny.
yeah, so Ares, apparently Ares is supposed to have like a personality in this movie, and he's supposed to be like a jokester. I think he's supposed to crack like bad puns in the movie. It's like because a lot of later dialogue just it makes it seem like he's been cracking a lot of puns during the movie, which he hasn't, by the way. He's just simply been like, I'm
He made
Ares,
one
master
joke
control.
earlier
He made like
about like
one joke, and then
he
that
made
became his
one
whole
joke about
personality.
packing an umbrella. He
Yeah.
made one bitty joke about packing an umbrella,
I
and
hope you
that's
brought your
like,
umbrellas. Did you say umbrella?
wow, that's great. It can crack a joke. I think we're sold.
Was that on the script? Was that on the script? Turns to Jared Leto. He turns pale white, goes ah, and then disintegrates.
Was that on the script? Turns to Jared Leto, mother of Dillinger.
No, that wasn't Mother of Dillinger, who's created with particles. It's funny the way the
Oh my god.
programs talk because
Dude, I like genuinely hated when he looked at the rain and started breaking down the molecular structure of it under his breath. I was like, oh my god, shut up.
you didn't think that was cool.
No.
That that was
Because
that was cold, James. That was aura.
because I know that because Athena does that later on when the
She does
sprinklers
the
get turned
same
on. She's
thing,
like,
yeah.
the carbon dioxide in the air of the yeah, like, and it's like, oh my
The
god,
humidity airs.
dude.
The humidity in the air is 83%. Precipitation is different droplets of water. Different droplets of
Dude.
H2O. It almost made me laugh out loud when he started breaking down what rain is. That's what started his change, by the way. He saw the rain and he was like, man, this is a feeling. Rain made him feel. He threw his head back and then it turns into Tokyo Ghoul Kaneki. It just the whole scene blends into Tokyo Ghoul Kaneki. His hair
It's
turns white, and then when it snaps back to him, it turns into
It's
Gojo
Gojo.
from. So anyway, yeah, Rain makes him feel, and he helps Eve Kim break out of the grid after she gets kidnapped. So they get zapped back into existence. And he's like, I've got 30 minutes to live. 30 seconds to live. And we need to go get that permanence code so you can
Man, the
inject into
joke's
my
done.
blood.
The joke's dead.
You inject into my blood so I can be permanent. And so they make their great escape. And meanwhile, Athena chases them. And there is a moment after Athena gets to them where she just she does that thing where she has the gun But instead of shooting the gun, she just decides to like run at them and like throw things around. And even when
Yeah,
she has
she
like plenty of
literally
chance to
had a
shoot it,
gun the entire time and
she has the
instead
gun the
just
entire
sat
time.
there floating in front of a window. It's-
She has the gun the whole time, and Eve Kim's like hiding behind this like little cabinet or something, and then she like starts crawling around, and she's like crawling underneath these arcade cabinets, and so Athena just like takes them one by one, and just like Superman throws them, like in the Superman movie when he throws the coffee table, she just does that over and over again to the arcade cabinets.
Dude, it killed me.
It was an amazing chase sequence. It got me. It was like I was on the edge of my seat mostly because I thought Seth was dead. I thought they killed Seth there, but he
Dude,
was
I
actually
think
okay.
they did. I this is one of those test audience things that I've mentioned where I'm like this movie reeks of being like overtaken by a test audience, just adding like little bits.
Hmm.
I think Seth was supposed to die there, and then the test audience was like, "No, but we like Seth. It feels too
No, but
mean to
we
kill a
like Seth
character."
because Seth
We
is
like
kind of like a
Seth.
double helix.
Guys, Seth gave Ares a fist bump.
Is that a double helix? So what happens to
That
Seth
looks
is
like a double helix. It is a double
so
helix.
Athena's about to find Eve Kim hiding behind this cabinet, which is she's completely visible by the way. She's not a good hiding spot. And then Seth jumps out to save Kim, and I think he just gets thrown. He either gets punched or thrown, and he goes like flying across the room and smacks into a bunch of arcade cabinets. And I thought he just dies there because the arcade cab we see the arcade cabinets go like glitch out and they go game over. So like, oh
Player
yeah, he
two, game
died.
over.
Yeah, player two, game over. He died, right? Uh, but no, he's fine. And Athena finally gets Eve Kim. Like Eve Kim is just like on the ground in front of Athena, and she's pointing the gun at her, and then it starts sprinkling in the office. The sprinklers go off. No fire, by the way. The sprinklers go off, and then Athena's
Yeah,
like,
why did they start going off?
"That's what you asked during the movie too." You were like, "What? Well, why did that just happen?"
I because it got me. I was like watching and the sprinklers start going off. I'm like, oh, are we gonna see Seth got up and trip the alarm? No, they just went off.
No, the sprinklers just
No.
decided to be like, I'm gonna turn on right now. And then Athena touches
And
the
here
water.
we go.
It's not even rain. She touches the sprinkler water and she goes, feelings. And then it and then she times out.
Self-destruct. And she goes, ah!
Yeah, then she goes, oh, and like disintegrates because her time was up. Um yeah, before this, Jared Leto gets zapped into the 80s grid, Flynn's grid, I guess you can call it.
The Flid.
Flynn. So
The
yeah, he gets
Flid.
zapped into the 80s grid and they do like a whole throwback thing where it's like, look at this. It's the original graphics of the grid. And this is the bike, the original graphics of the bike
It's
in the
all
grid.
polygons. It's all very big
One
polygons and
whole
sharp
big
turns.
polygon. And so he meets Flynn? Or is it Flynn's alter ego? Clue. It's Flynn, right? In the
So So that's the question. And somebody pointed out to me something I think that is a very good take on it. His color, he doesn't have the color white as his main thing, that because that's usually Flynn's color is white.
Mhm.
After the first Tron movie, it became that it's associated with users or very distinct people amongst the regular Tron folk. But in
Mhm.
this, it's purple. And also he appears through a hologram digitizing him.
Yeah, it's
So
like
it
he's
is
like purple
something.
and white though. He's got some white
Yeah,
on his
it's
costume.
he's got a white clothes, but his lights are purple.
Yeah, his light is purple.
So it is a thing of wondering, and also like on all the marketing, when they show his name, they use purple text instead of white text.
Mm.
So it is an interesting thing doing that. But I also think, 'cause somebody did point it out, Flynn is dead. In the second movie, Flynn dies when he
What?
combines himself with
What?
Clue. But they did also point out that was not the original Clue from the first Tron movie. That was the clue
Uh-huh.
that Flynn created in the next system, the second grid.
So there are multiple clues,
There, yes. So I
and all the
think
clues
this is
point
Clue.
to.
They point to this not being explained and them just going, yeah, yeah, we wanted Jeff
And
Bridges.
then just going, I think purple's a fun color.
And I'm going, we didn't really think the color through.
Yeah, so he meets Flynn in the 80s grid and they have like the whole
Mhm.
conversation where they're joking around with each other like the whole time.
Well, Flynn's joking. Jared
Flynn's
Leto's
joking,
going,
but no, Jared Leto is making like light talk. Oh, I don't. you think that Jared Leto can't talk in this movie, but he's got a lot of lines, and they're all legible. They're all
they're
intelligible
no,
lines.
they're all the same tone, is what I'm saying. That's my problem.
They
Is
are
that
all the same
his
tone.
tone
They
is
talk about
never
like
different.
they talk about like their favorite music and stuff.
Yeah,
It's a
he's
lot of
like
not important stuff.
Jared Leto's like, I like Depeche Mode. Why do I
Depeche
like
Mode.
Depeche Mode? It's
And
so
then Flynn's like,
80s,
yeah,
and
I
I can't
think people don't
describe
like
why I love it.
Mozart recently.
I love Mozart, but I like Depeche Mode more. Have I told
But I
you how
like
much I love
Depeche Mode
Depeche
more.
Mode? Flynn, Depeche Mode is from the 80s, like you.
Get it? So
Depeche Mode.
after a bunch of small talk while Athena and Dillinger are attacking the city, um, I guess it's just Athena. Athena's attacking the city using Dillinger's laser printed tech, and she has this like big mother load thing.
Yeah,
And so Flynn finally gives Jared
which
Leto
it's
the
so
double
slow.
helix.
It's so slow.
Flynn gives Jared Leto the double helix, and he puts it
Something like a
into
double helix.
something like a double helix, and he puts it into his little like disc thing that he puts in the that he slots into his back, and so he gets into the beam. In the '80s grid, they also have a transfer beam in the middle,
It's
and so he
just not
steps
as
into it.
visually impressive.
Yeah, he steps into it, and he gets zapped back into reality from the basement of Flynn's, which is like a shop or something. It's Flynn's shop, and we get the big reveal that Ares doesn't have a red lighted suit anymore. He's got a blue lighted suit. It's blue, but it's more like bluish white. So it's like
It's
it's really close to white.
it's also he gets digitized in the basement of the Flynn arcade, which doesn't make sense because that's where the grid from the second movie is located. So why is the 80s grid? You know,
There's a laser in the basement of Flynn's that zaps people from the '80s grid into real life, James. That's all you need to know. And so
I
Jared Leto gets this cool like action sequence where he's fighting Athena, and that's it actually.
yeah.
Yeah, he
He,
just
he
fights.
he throws one disc and breaks the entire fucking like car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what really happens is like I thought there would be more to do with the mothership and the little TIE fighters that come out of the mothership that have streaking lines coming off of them. But they all kind of just fly around a bit and then they get taken offline by the side men, which includes like Seth, and then there was also like the Indian guy who's I don't know what his job is at the
So he's
place,
not
and then
Indian.
also the other random non-named female character, which I actually don't think they named
She
her.
is. I don't think they say her name in the
They do
movie
not
though, but
say her
she
name
is.
in the movie.
So that was Hassan Minaj, a comedian playing AJ Singh. They do say his name, and her name was
Okay,
Erin.
yeah, that doesn't ring any bells.
Also,
Does she
Cameron
even have?
Moynihan has a 5-second cameo in this movie. That's
Does
so
she even have any speaking
crazy.
lines? I don't think Aaron has
She
any.
does. She does.
I think she might say
It's
something.
nothing. It's nothing of importance.
Right.
Also, I learned Cameron Moynihan took a lot of behind the scenes photos for this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and the original Ares suits were going to be red, not
Um.
black.
Oh, like fully red, more red than
Yeah,
just the
I sent
lights.
pictures. He did a lot of photos of the original suits because he likes taking behind the scenes photos on his like
Oh, I see.
old camera. And
Yeah.
these are all photos. He did a bunch of stunt work to test out like the movement of the suit as well.
Oh,
So
oh, I
like
see. Yeah. So yeah, the
I
original
think
Ares suits they're all red instead of black with red accents.
well it clicked with me because at the beginning of the movie, oh JD's dying. At the beginning of the movie, when Ares wakes up, he's fighting a guy in that room. The guy's suit is
Mhm.
all red.
Yeah.
So it just now clicked with me. I think this was supposed to be their original suits, and we were supposed to get a lot more from the Ares programs, like from the Dillinger system.
Yeah.
But all of that was cut out.
I
So
mean,
Cameron
honestly, I
Moynihan
think
just has a
that
random cameo.
these suits from those pictures is just from that one scene of him fighting the random bots that Dillinger programmed. to fight him
Right,
because
but
they
no,
were all wearing just
they
red.
did practice scenes in these suits for the fight against the NCOM
Was that girl?
programs.
Was that girl in the red suit in the movie as one of the
That's what
starter
yes, so
programs?
these are one of the extra programs of the Ares group. That's what I'm telling you from the Dillinger system. They all had these red costumes originally and they were remade. And I think that's what that suit at the beginning of the movie is that was originally it was going to be Tron Ares was going to be the only one in black and the rest
Hmm.
were going to be red and they remade it later
Okay.
on because again, Cameron Moynihan filmed an entire fight scene in this that's
Hmm.
not also in the movie. And then his cameo in the movie is him just losing his helmet and then dying
Yeah,
and being he gets no lines.
dude. I know it's because of your
This
distaste
is on
for
levels of the Terminator.
it,
Yeah, good.
it's because of your distaste for Jared Leto, but they try to make Jared Leto like the aura guy in this movie. There's a lot of shots of him like
They try to so
walking toward
bad.
the camera or like walking away from something, and he's got the stoic face on. The soundtrack is blasting, and he's in slow mo. Like it's a lot of aura farming, and it doesn't work for James.
They try really hard, but nothing works.
Oh, it works for me. I
Um,
thought it went hard. It was cold.
I'm just gonna say this is on the same level as by the way the fucking the Terry Crews Terminator Salvation cameo where he's just a dead body for 1 second and they cut away from him immediately because they cut out every scene he had before he died. So it's just a cut to him dead. And that's it. It's on the same level. Because you do not know it's Cameron Moynihan until the helmet breaks.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, when his helmet broke, I was like, wait a minute, I know that guy.
Hey, it's the Joker, baby.
I know that guy. But yeah, so that overall, I think I think I enjoyed the movie. I
Yeah.
think the action was actually on point. It was pretty enjoyable to watch the action. The plot is not great, and I also don't
No,
like any of the protagonist characters.
they are
I do actually
mostly
like
not great.
Dillinger. I think Dillinger is kind of funny. Um, and I like Ares too. I don't like Flynn or Clue or whoever that was.
I don't have a problem with Flynn. It's just he it doesn't make sense for him to be there. It feels so like they just wanted to have Jeff Bridges in the movie and that was
Yeah,
it.
and this was like this was Jared Leto's redemption arc. So I'm all
It was an
for it.
attempt.
I'm all for it. And I'm gonna give it a solid 5 out of 10. I think it was a perfectly average movie.
I think the fights, the soundtrack, and the digital effects are just so good
The
that I
effects were
do
pretty
give
good.
it a 7.
I don't think there's
But
any point
if
in the movie where I look at the effects and went, "Oh, that didn't look good."
right, it's really surprising because like even like the like what are clearly just fully CGI people from like the NCOM system when like the whole
Mhm.
army showed up, I was like they still look like they're really well done.
Actually, the worst looking parts was the very first intro sequence of the exposition
Yeah,
when they were doing like the AI hologram projections in the grid of the reporters talking. That's what looked the worst. But I almost think that they did that on purpose to make it look like worse.
fun fact: the Tron and I mean not Tron, Jesus Christ, Ares and Athena, they were both fully CGI'd over when they were on the bikes.
Oh
The scene of her slow rolling on the bike while sitting up is the
yeah,
only time I think the bike's practical.
man. That I mean they nailed it. I thought it looked pretty good then. I almost couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it did help that they did it at night, but
Yeah.
they did it at night, and there wasn't like a long tracking shot of them on the bike. There's usually a lot of cuts in there, but I mean, it they did it pretty well. You know, I don't have any complaints with it.
I don't have any the Flash movie moments of going,
I don't have any
oof,
of
that's
the.
bad.
Is that a baby? There's a lot of babies.
I don't have
There's
any
no
moments
moments
of
of the
looking at
Flash
this
be like
army of
Flash
dude.
running
I
in the dome, and then the CGI like time rewinding characters like, oh,
I I still can't. Oh my god, I forgot how bad the Christopher Reeves CGI was
oh,
for
it was
like him.
terrible.
I forgot how bad it was until I rewatched it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's really bad."
Hmm.
It's so it's like it looked like the quality you would see on the people that would make like fake movie trailers on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Maybe even some fake movie trailer dudes might be able to make stuff better than that. It was not good. But yeah,
Real
that's my
quick before
score.
we
5 out of
go,
10. What about you, James? What is your score?
I want to give it a 7. It's like a 6.5 to a 7 is where I'm resting with it,
Yeah.
because I think the music effects and fights are so good, and then I'm like the acting it has it's so bad, but it doesn't actually hit me that hard, so I can ignore it.
I don't know. I can't tell if the acting was really the problem or it was the script, like their dialogue, what they were saying was the problem.
It was definitely a lot of rewrites that kind of brought a lot of it down.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to get over. Is that's like a double helix? It is a double
It is a double
helix,
helix as we're staring at
and
it.
that wasn't even like the whole see like the whole dialogue sequence there was awful. It was like that it is a double helix, and he goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe it. Is that really it?"
It also what preempted this right before this was him talking about breakfast burritos. By the way, that was supposed to be a transition of time from when they first arrived to
Mhm.
like 190 days later. That was not the same day.
Really,
I, I thought
they were
it
there
was
for
the
half a
same
year
day.
between the first scene where
Yes,
he goes, "We have a microwave. We can
yes.
make breakfast burritos with this thing." And then the next scene where the helix thing happens, where he takes the burrito out of the microwave.
And he's like, man, I've had like 30 of these things.
Yeah, yeah. He goes like, "Yeah, I had like 90 of these things already, 50 of these things already. It never gets old." Yeah, I mean, you think wasn't it? Yeah, you think Endgame's dialogue was bad with the "you're repeating yourself, you're repeating yourself," and then you get the is that like that's like a double helix.
It is a double helix.
It's so good, man.
I just
Anyway,
got a message on Instagram from a guy named Womb Puncher asking when we're getting the next celluloid attack. Thank
when is
you,
it?
Womb Puncher on Instagram.
Well,
You're
go
never
ahead and
getting
say
a
when the next one is,
celluloid.
and then we'll end it there
Y-
because I do have to go.
No,
So,
wait, I want to really quickly bring this up.
I,
Really quickly.
James, I've got no time
DC,
left.
okay, so DC's doing a thing called DCKO where it's a big fight between a bunch of brands, and they reveal that New York Comic Con, who a bunch of contenders from other continuities are going to be. JD, please look at the image.
I see the image, but I don't know anyone from the image.
You don't know Homelander?
Is that Homelander? Supposed to be
That's
Homelander?
Homelander in the back. That's Sub-Zero in the front. That's Annabelle, the haunted doll, on the right. And then the
Hmm.
two women are Vampirella on the left and Red Sonja on the right. And then the most confusing one on the left is Samantha Stone, I think is the character's name, from the series Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's a IDW book about a serial. It's a Dexter book essentially. Uh, but it's really good. The story. It's so funny because it's about like it's like Happy Tree Friends almost, with the way that's like cute animals doing horribly violent things. I
That's cool
don't
and
know
everything,
why
but
she's
if you
here.
guys enjoyed, you should like, subscribe, check James out in the description. His links are there. We do this every Sunday. They come out on Sundays. And, the next cellular slaughter within the next 3 months. Maybe is my guess on that. But other than that, James, bring us out.